Olajide Oyekola. Today we can start this video editing tutorial with the topic Introduction to the Premiere Pro interface. Let me quickly do a brief introduction about Adobe Premiere Pro. Adobe Premiere Pro is a professional film and video editing program. It is the most used editing software in the industry. It is a master software for filmmaking, including television production. It is most used. It has a lot of package in it. When you open your project like this, after you have assigned folder to it, then you come to it to bring you to this window. This is your project panel. So there are several ways of importing your materials, the file, your rushes. Either you pick and drag into your project panel, your bin, or you right click and select import. Then select the file you want to work on. Another way is going to file, select import. It's very, very important. So when you have your materials imported like this, so then you create your sequence. One of the way to create your sequence, you can right click and select new sequence from the clip, or you come to this place and say new sequence. Come to your file, select new, then you say new sequence. New sequence. You give your sequence name. Give your sequence name. Then you say OK. But when you open a sequence that is not compatible with your materials, when your materials is dragged on your timeline, it will ask you for this, except you mark this. I should not always ask you anytime you open your project. But it's good to have it this way so that it can automatically set your sequence to fit into your material. So you say change sequence setting. So that is it. 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 So this is your timeline. This is your timeline. This is your program monitor. Then this is your source monitor. Whatever you are currently working on will be showing here. Source monitor, alternative monitor for you to preview whatever that is on your bin. That is what it's used for, and you can also cut from it. As we in our next class, we will dip more into timeline, the function of this, the function of the interface. But basically what we are doing today is introducing the interface so that you know what is what. This is your project panel, your bin, where you keep your materials for edit. Then this serves as your source monitor. Here is your effect control. You are not seeing anything there because no materials is selected on your timeline. By the time I click on this, you can see it's showing me this is your position, as you can see, or this one. As time goes on, we will get there. Then this is your audio mixer. This is your audio mixer. As you can see. Then so that is it. Then here you have editing interface. That is what we are working on currently. Then the color. The color where you work on your picture to give you a particular color that you want. Then this is your effects interface. Come to display, you pick whatever effects you want as we keep on going. Then this is where you work basically on your audio. Then for your graphics, you want to type and the rest like that. Here you have some of the templates that you can adapt, that you can when you pick them, any of them like this, and you change whatever that is there, it automatically give you the same effect that um, the text was having originally. Yeah, just that you have changed the text to suit your own purpose. So that is that. Then this is media browser is another shortcut way of locating your materials in your system. Let's go back to editing. Yeah, editing interface. These are editing interface. So now we are back to editing interface. So here is your effects, where you pick your effect from here. You can pick your effect from here. This is your history, what you have been doing since your project is open. Probably you decided to say undo Control Z, keep pressing your Control Z, alright? Or you just come, look at it that okay, this part it was you want to undo to where you last import material, you just click on this, every other thing will go on. So that is that about that. Yeah. So for today, so in our next class, we'll go fully into the functions of some of these tools, timeline, treating timeline, how to use your timeline. In editing your timeline is where you cook your production in Adobe Premiere Pro, where you cut out where you don't want, where you remove, then where you add. In our next class, this is what we treat. Feel free to ask questions, drop comments, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you can keep getting updates as I upload more tutorials. Thank you very much. I'm Olajide Oyekola.